If you are planning a summer excursion this year, come on down to Las Vegas. This is a great video to watch if you are looking for a budget-friendly event in Vegas, but don't mind splurging on a few excursions while you're there. And while you're here, you have to hit up some day club pool parties, a high-end restaurant, casinos, a fabulous show, and relax in a nice hotel. I will give my quick review on some great recommendations. So let's get into it. Hello, my name is Miko Reed, and welcome to my channel. Viva Las Vegas! Yes, today I got to relax and take a breather from work, music, the gigs, the rehearsals, the practices, and the daily grind to just unwind and celebrate our 13-year wedding anniversary in our favorite hangout spot, Las Vegas. It's like Disneyland for adults. We arrived on Monday and left on Friday late afternoon, and during that week we stayed at the Flamingo Las Vegas Hotel and Casino. We went to the GoPool Day Club at the Flamingo, and then we saw the Soul of Motown show at the Westgate and had dinner at Tapas by Julian Serrano at the Aria and dinner at the Bacchanal Buffet at Caesar's Palace, and played some slots. So first I'm going to cover our hotel stay, which was at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino. We booked the Go Suite room at the Flamingo Hotel and checked in at a kiosk in the lobby. So I guess like a lot of these hotels are now having kiosks instead of like actual human beings. So anyway, the rooms are spacious and had some nice features, a couple of nice recliners and a couch and coffee table, 2 TVs and lots of counter space for booze, food, and your stuff. The Flamingo is located on the Strip so that it is a plus and has easy access to the Link Promenade, which is a partially covered outdoor pedestrian walkway that leads to shops and restaurants. Although we did get a good deal for the room, they are a bit dated in the interior decor, 90s maybe, and although it was clean when we arrived, I felt it was due for an upgrade in the design. Some of the wallpaper was peeling, just a small spot. And the downside with all the hotels in Vegas with the housekeeping service is that they don't do housekeeping every day, which was a bummer. We got 1 bar of soap. We had to ask for more, and they did not clean the room once during the 5-day stay, nor provide towels or take the trash out. They did stop by, but we were in the room, so they couldn't clean it, but they never came back, which is too bad for them. And I understand it's not the housekeeper's fault since they are abiding by the law and hotel regulations, but we are very good tippers and did not leave a tip because we got no service. Overall, if you are just looking for a nice room to stay in that's easy on the budget because you're planning on spending your money on food, gambling, and other excursions, this will be a good choice. Just be sure to ask for more toiletries and towels, otherwise you won't get them. Number 2, now I'm going to cover the GoPool Day Club at the Flamingo Hotel. The Flamingo pool is known for its waterfalls, lagoon, and water slide. Adult pools are located in the GoPool area while there's a kids pool area around the corner. Either location offers cabanas and daybeds, and I would highly recommend reserving a daybed or cabana for larger parties if you want a decent spot to sit and lay down and put your stuff. We reserved the poolside daybed for $175, and there's a minimum of $150 for food and beverage fee. The cabanas can go up to about $500, and the cheapest price I saw for the daybed was about $100, and that was for a family. The pool gets crowded really quick, so I would highly advise you get there as soon as they open at 9. Be sure to bring your ID, and I would suggest you bring just your credit card because there's always the possibility of people looking to steal your stuff when you get in the pool. No smoking, vaping, or outside food beverages are allowed. A few years ago, a friend of mine stayed at Vegas and went to a pool party and brought her purse. She went in the pool with her friends and then came back only to realize someone had stolen her purse. It happens, unfortunately, and I couldn't help but notice that people came with very few items. Some people stood like a hawk, standing right next to their keys, their wallets. They kept close watch and they didn't really venture very far in the pool. That's the unfortunate part because you can't really go all out in the pool unless you're with a big party and you have some people, you rotate, some people watch your stuff, then you get in the pool and then you come back and then you rotate and then you watch their stuff and they get in the pool. But that only works if you have like a group of more than 2, like if you have a group of 4 or maybe 3, but we were just the party of 2, just my husband and I, so we didn't have that luxury. But we had the fortunate, enough to be on a day bed. So it was easy to kind of hide our stuff because our daybed was located a little bit distance from other people. And plus we had the lifeguard right above us to watch us. If you're into pool parties, the GoPool Day Club at the Flamingo is listed in the top 10 best pool parties in Vegas. We went on a Tuesday, and the DJ that was playing on that day was DJ Cam Colston. You can also check out the calendar on the website that lists which DJ is playing on a particular day and month. The DJ was okay. He played mostly EDM with some hip-hop hits. He did manage to throw in some random classic rock songs, and although I love me some classic rock, I felt like it didn't fit in with the set. So anyways, the website to check out which DJs are playing, they have a calendar listed. You can go to gopoolvegas.com/calendar/ and it'll list right here. I'll just show it to you. It'll list which days the DJ is playing for that particular day. This is a good pool party for those of you that like to hear loud boom, boom, boom music, such as myself, with a drink in your hand. There's also an area in the back that is quiet for people that want to work on their tans and just relax without the music playing. Usually the older people. We reserved a day bed, and thank God that we did because it was right by the waterfall and near a lifeguard. So we had his umbrella as well as our own to provide some decent shade. Just a note, the waiters and waitresses will smoosh all over you if you book a cabana and daybed because it is pricey, starting at like I had mentioned earlier, around $100. Ours was $175, I believe, or $150. Some of them go up to $400. The cabanas are up to like $500, $600. So they know or assume that you got money to spend, and will stop by all throughout the day to check on you for any drink replenishments, food, more towels. Really nice staff. We had some mixed vodka, mixed drinks, and a club sandwich, which was really good. Drinks are expensive, $30 per drink, and I couldn't help but notice that most people were sipping on beers, which were much cheaper than the other drinks. So number 3, I'm going to get into the Las Vegas show that we saw, and I would highly recommend it. It's called the Soul of Motown Show. While in Vegas, one must hit up a show or two, and we have seen all the Cirque du Soleil shows, so it was time for a different show. We booked the Soul of Motown show that was playing at the West Gate. This was a smaller stage, and the group performing consisted of 4 male singers and 1 female singer. Harmonies were on point and flawless, and the solos were strong and amazing as well. They performed the classic hits from the Motown era, such as The Temptations, Gladys Knight, The Four Tops, Aretha Franklin, and Smokey Robinson. Each singer gave the renditions justice. They performed to tracks for this stage, but they do perform with a live backing band for the larger stages and venues. And I'm assuming that the smaller stages, the smaller venues, don't pay as much. They have a budget, so that's why they perform with tracks, so the musicians get paid more money. And then the bigger venues that have more money to provide, then they can afford to hire on a full band, because then they can pay people more money. They have a bigger budget. So it totally makes sense to me. I understand why they do that. You know, if I was doing that, I'd do the same thing. Anyways, there was great choreography, high energy with multiple costume changes in between songs. A nice surprise is that they did include some modern hits such as Uptown Funk, Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk, as a mashup into another Motown hit, which got the crowd laughing and cheering. Overall, a great fun show with very talented singers. A lot of crowd interaction and sing-along is highly encouraged. Number 4, I recommend going to a high-end restaurant, and the restaurant I recommend is called Tapas by Julian Serrano. This was an amazing restaurant that was located in the Aria called Tapas by Chef Julian Serrano. While on our stay in Vegas, you have to have a nice dinner date at a fancy restaurant at least once, preferably twice. I suggest making reservations. We ordered some Spanish wine, which was their equivalent to Pinot Grigio, and 2 tapas along with our entrees. The first tapa was called Braised Oxtails, Pintos de Chorizos Albondigas, and I apologize if I butchered the pronunciation of that. It was super good and amazing. I love oxtails, and as expected, the meat was well seasoned and very tender with some demi-glaze sauce. The second tapas was foie gras over steak tenderloin over a bed of polenta and demi-glace sauce. The foie gras was like butter and the steak was good, cooked medium rare as requested. The demi-glace sauce was a teeny bit sweet for me, but my husband loved it. And our main entree was the seafood paella, one of the favorite dishes that people order. It was really good with perfectly cooked shrimp, lobster tails, mussels, and chorizo. One of the best paellas I've ever eaten. And to top it off, they gave us a dessert dish of churros and chocolate sauce with a piece of chocolate on it that said congratulations, since we were celebrating our anniversary. And number 5, the best buffet in Vegas you have to try is called the Bacchanal Buffet. It's located in the Caesar's Palace. It's amazing food from every continent. Amazing food from every continent is literally over here. There's Asian, American, Mexican, Italian, Middle Eastern, Indian, and more. Come with your stomachs empty because they have the best prime rib, smoked beef brisket, fresh crab legs, and wood-fired pizza. One time I was there, they even had Wagyu beef sliders. Most people have their plates piled high with crab legs, shrimp, seafood, and prime rib. I'm assuming because most people don't get that food every day, so they wanted to take advantage of it. I had the crab legs and kimchi oyster and some shrimp and grits. Although this buffet is pricey, it's about $85 per person, it is well worth the price. And you can stay, they have a policy where you're only supposed to stay there for 90 minutes. I saw people that sit in there for like 2 hours. So that probably means we were sitting there 2 hours or more. Because there's so much food. And you want to try everything because you want to get your money's worth and you want to get the experience. So anyway, those are my reviews on the Vegas hotel, day club, show, restaurant, and buffet recommendations. Hopefully this will help in making your decision on some Vegas tries. Thanks for watching my vlog, Las Vegas. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Miko Reed. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos that have been uploaded. See you in the next one.